The backdrop is a little different today. I wanted to get this video out and the studio is being used right now, so hang on, here we go. What is the number one thing that program directors do not do that will guarantee them success, and it's really their number one responsibility? Or if you're a one-person show, same question for you. What is that number one? All right, let me say it. Follow up, follow up, follow up. That is the major part of the job. All right, I'm going to go through a few things and I'm going to help you out with it. But watch this. I found this emoji. Isn't this cool? My like, subscribe, share is little ninjas flipping across the screen. Isn't that cool? So if you like the content, please like, subscribe, share it with someone that needs it. All right, here we go. Are you ready? So much of the time we focus on events, we create them, we depend on our social media, we have the leads come in, there's electronic funnels and software takes care of most of it. We need to follow up with people and somehow or another it just slips through the cracks. We have a birthday party, we have 15 leads, and maybe the next step is to bring them in for an appointment. Whatever your business is, you have leads that come in. And for some reason or other, they fall through the cracks. All right, let's think about that for a minute. If you've got a lead, at some point there's an interest there. That is a golden nugget. Those leads need to be followed up with. And how do you do that? Make it personal. Don't depend on your electronic software stuff. I know I sound like an old hag, but man, every school that I started or took over, the first month, astronomical months, every month, because my mindset was on follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. Write them down, all right? Or if you can't write them down, print them out, look at them, track them. Every day. How do you follow up? A simple rule is 3-3-3. 3 days in a row, 3 weeks in a row, 3 months in a row. All right, and then they go into a list where seasonally or you run specials, they get contacted through those sales. The follow-ups is really a full-time job. Now think about this for a minute. If you've been open 6 months, let's say, you've done the events, you've done birthday parties, you got social media, you got all these leads, it accumulates kind of like a credit card. And we've all had experience with a credit card, right? All right, the evil credit card does this. You put something on the credit card, you don't think about it that much. A little while later, you put something else on it, and pretty soon at the end of the month, oh my gosh, look at that. Ooh. Can't afford all that, so I just put, a couple $100 against it. 3 months later, oh my gosh, we're in the thousands. It just, somehow or another, it just happened, right? These leads is just going to happen. You have that snowball you need to follow up with. Now listen, if they don't bite right away, that hot lead becomes cool. So it's real important to follow up with them right away. All right, same day, next day, the next day. Follow up them right away so they don't cool down. Once they cool down, the process is much slower, but at the end of the month or the end of the quarter, you still have some residual. It is important to stay on top of it. And the number one responsibility that program directors and one person shows, if you're in your business, people do not put enough emphasis on is following up. And following up takes a mindset. It needs to be time blocked in your weekly schedule or daily schedule. And you need to be like a dog with a bone. You just don't let it go. You keep chewing on it. Well, how long do I keep contacting somebody? I had a good salesman tell me one time, and I asked him that question. And he said, until they tell you no. What is the worst that can happen? They tell you no. What's the best that can happen? They come in and become a client. There you go. All right, follow up, follow up, follow up. If you have the software that's supposed to automatically do it, every school I've dealt with, if they totally depend on that, there's so much that falls through the cracks. The brain just doesn't register it as We understand, studies have proven, if you write it down, you look at it, you remember it more, it's more on your mind, it's on your daily list, etc., etc., etc. Let me encourage you to put forth the extra effort so that the harvest is much more plentiful for you. I hope this helped out. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time.